now we will broadcast for you the news in English on Radio Free Syria.
Welcome to our news hour in English. I am MarwanKADRO and I will be with you during this news hour from Radio Free Syria. We will start with the headlines: local coordination committees in Syria. With the end of Saturday, the local coordination committees were able to confirm 183 marches, including 18 children and 9 women. 50 marches were reported in Damascus and Damascus suburbs, 37 in Homs, 25 in Aleppo, 23 in Idlib, 15 in Hama, 16 in Dar'a, 9 in Raqqa, 5 in Latakia, and last but not least, 1 in Al-Hasaka. The local coordination committees also documented 331 points that were targeted by shells across Syria, including 20 points that were shelled by warplanes, 6 points using cluster bombs, 5 points using TNT barrels, and 2 points with vacuum bombs. Also, 135 points were shelled with heavy caliber artillery, 86 points were shelled with mortar, and 77 points were shelled with rockets. The Free Syrian Army clashed with the regime forces in 145 locations. The Free Syrian Army managed to successfully bring down 3 regime fighter planes, one in Al-Ramdan near Dumair city in Damascus suburbs, one in Damascus suburbs, and one in Talbisa in Homs. The Free Syrian Army also seized control of Kuwairis military airport and repelled regime attempts to storm Busra al-Harir in Dar'a, Daraya and Mu'addamit al-Sham in Damascus suburbs. And the Free Syrian Army captured several regime vehicles and killed many regime forces in Al-Yadudiya in Dar'a, in addition to numerous military assets in various areas in Syria. The Free Syrian Army declared that they will execute the Russian KGB undercover agent, spy, Anhar Kocheva within 3 days if they don't accept the demands of the Free Syrian Army. Meanwhile, they said that all Russian properties and people are a legal target for the Free Syrian Army in Syria. Moving to Aleppo, heavy battles between the Free Syrian Army and the Assad forces in the neighborhood of Bustan al-Basha. Heavy battles also in the neighborhood of Al-Kallasa and Bustan al-Qasr, and also heavy battles using heavy artillery in the neighborhood of Sheikh Abu Bakr. Heavy gunfire have been heard near Tatan gas station in Al-Sulaymaniya neighborhood. Moreover, Old Aleppo have been also under heavy shelling using warplanes. Moving to Damascus, heavy battles between the Free Syrian Army and the Assad forces in the neighborhood of Yarmouk and the 30th Street, as heavy explosions have been heard in Yarmouk refugee camp. Heavy gunfire in the neighborhood of Midan, and also heavy battles between the Free Syrian Army and the Assad forces there. Heavy bombardments from Mazza military airport on the cities of Daraya and Mu'addamit al-Sham and the southern neighborhoods of the capital. In the neighborhood of Jober, heavy gunfire has been heard on the fronts of the neighborhood and near Al-Abbasiyin Square in central Damascus. Heavy bombardments on the eastern Ghouta area in Damascus suburbs using warplanes. Also heavy shelling on Yabrud city using warplanes, as also heavy bombardments on Rima area. In Idlib, heavy shelling on the city of Idlib using missiles. In Jisr al-Shughur, heavy shelling using missiles on the village of Al-Jdeida for the 19th day using rocket launchers from the hospital checkpoint. The villages of Jabal al-Zawiya have been under heavy shelling due to the heavy bombardments. Moving to Dar'a, a caravan has been on fire at the refugee camp in Jordan, as 7 of the 9 people have been killed, as they are from the village of Atman in Dar'a. Meanwhile, heavy shelling on Busra al-Harir using tanks and rocket launchers, as heavy battles between the Free Syrian Army and the Assad forces continued. The Free Syrian Army was able to destroy a T-55 tank in the western area of the city. Moreover, heavy shelling using mortars on the village of Musbin in Dar'a. We will move now to Homs. Heavy shelling on the city of Talbisa as several missiles have been dropped on the neighborhood of Al-Mushajjar in the same city. Heavy shelling on the city of Al-Hola using rocket launchers and heavy artillery as one of the civilians have been killed, named Imad al-Yassin, due to his injuries. General news: the United States has condemned the horrible attack on Aleppo University on Tuesday as they accused the Assad regime of shelling the university. The media spokesman, Victoria Noland, said that the United States is shocked due to the barbaric attack on the University of Aleppo. She added, activists said that heavy shelling on the university led to more than 83 victims. This was it for today. Thank you very much for listening. I am MarwanKADRO from Radio Free Syria, along with me, Executive Manager Islam Al-Idilbi. Please follow us on freesyriaradio.webs.com. You can also reach us through Skype on Syrian342. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Right now, we will broadcast for you the news in English on Radio Free Syria.